The Logic Surface Pro is the latest product by Logic, designed to condition an arena where modern surfaces have been installed. This product incorporates several unique features which we will show you and explain the benefits of during this video presentation. To get the best out of your surface and your horses, regular use of this machine will allow you to rejuvenate and keep the surface level, whilst creating the firmness of ride you require for your particular discipline. One typical and very important feature Logic have included is to make the Surface Pro balanced while in transport mode, to enable one person to be able to easily pick up the drawbar and pull the machine to the towing vehicle and then connect it all together. Once this is hitched up, you simply connect the 12-volt electric plug to the supplied wiring socket and switch, which permanently stays on the towing vehicle. All done in less than 30 seconds, so on to the job. Once you have driven onto the Menage, you are ready to start work. The first job is to decide whether you want to pull back any built-up materials on the perimeter boards. You may decide not to do this every time, but if you choose to, it is important to carry out this task first. Here we show you how easy it is to set up the Surface Pro to do this job. It is worth taking your time on the first pass against the boards to make sure you are accurate and remove all the excess material. Once you have done this, continue to circumnavigate the perimeter once or maybe twice more, depending on how much excess material you have to pull away, and to ensure the ridge of material created by this action is far enough away from the perimeter to allow the Surface Pro to grade it once it is set to normal working mode. Finally, once you have finished working back the materials from the edge, you can park the plough back to its storage position, which is completely out of the way whilst in normal use. Before working on the main arena, the first job is to set the tines to the correct setting of 3 options, which creates the degree of aggression. Basically, the harder the aggression, the deeper the tines rejuvenate the surface. You then set up the rear split roller, using the adjuster handle, to set the compaction setting required. And, finally, set the levelling board in the front of the roller to the required height above the surface. To help you with this, there is a scale on the height adjuster, to ensure you set this consistently every time. This generates the level of compaction you require, which most importantly creates the feel of the ride you require for working your horse. You are now ready to go. Use the toggle switch on the supplied control box to lower the Surface Pro into working position. By positioning this control box close to the operator when you first get the Surface Pro, this task can be easily done from the seat of your towing vehicle. The next part is easy. Start by working next to the perimeter and dispersing and then levelling the built-up materials you've just pulled away from the boards. Then drive over the areas where the horses have been working to reset the surface back to its optimum condition. Some people only work these areas concentrating on the takeoff and the landing areas. Others meticulously rework the whole Menage, keeping straight lines to maximise how the surface looks afterwards. This is up to you. But Logic does recommend varying direction of travel and even changing the angles to diagonals or 90 degrees to normal, which helps keep the surface level and in tip-top condition. What you will quickly find out is that once you get used to the machine and have the machine set to the settings you require, you will do this whole job very quickly. Finally, when you have finished, it is just as easy to drive the Surface Pro back to its place of storage and manually unhitch the machine. By unplugging the power plug and walking it back into its resting place, the job is done. And now on with working with the horses. Please speak to Logic or a Logic dealer to get more information and prices on this Surface Pro.